Until you take ownership of what's making you unhappy, or what your blind spots are, or your deficiencies, you're never going to be free. You're never going to break the chains. You're never going to get out of it. And that's a fact. There's a lot of guys that are stuck in a cycle of self-pity, of making excuses, of blaming other people, blaming everybody else, blaming society, whatever. And they're never going to get better. They're never going to improve because they're pointing the finger at everybody but themselves. If you're like I was years and years ago, fat, out of shape, obese, and you're sitting there and you're blaming the stuff that's in the food, you're blaming like how much time you have because you're always at work, you're blaming your wife, you're blaming your kids, you're blaming everything else but yourself for letting yourself get in that position. It's just going to create a cycle of failure forever and ever, until you decide, you know what, this is on me, this is my fault, this is what I have done to myself. That's the way it's going to be. It's never going to end. It's never going to get better. You're just going to keep sitting there pointing fingers till you're dead. It's not going to, there's no magic genie or pill or anything that's going to drop out of the sky and fix it for you. Same thing with money or job, career stuff. If you're not making the amount of money you want to make, and you're sitting there and you're, man, I'm not good enough, or I never got the chance to learn this or that or the other. There's a billion skills out there that can take your game to the next level, that can teach you how to improve and gain a skill that is marketable and financially lucrative, that you can learn from reading books, watching YouTube. You don't even necessarily need to go get a college degree for it or anything. You just got to sit and learn it, or try new things and try to figure out and throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. It's the only way you're going to improve that situation, is by getting out and learning a new skill and practicing and doing. And I'm not talking about sitting and getting in a perpetual cycle of just reading a book and watching a YouTube video and never trying. You actually have to get out and try and do. And it's the same thing if you don't have a relationship. If you're alone and you're single and you're lonely and you're dying to meet somebody, but you're sitting home and you're fat and you're out of shape and you got no money and you're scared to talk to anybody, you're scared to go out and meet women or meet new people, improve your social circle to where you could actually meet somebody to change your life, and a girl to come in your life or whatever it is, it's not going to happen. They're not going to come seek you out. They have plenty of options. The worst of them, they have plenty of options. They're not coming looking for you. You have to put yourself out there. And if you're sitting around waiting for somebody to fall into your lap without even improving yourself, it's not going to happen. You can sit and you can blame whatever content online. You can blame other dudes. You can blame women themselves. You can blame TV shows and fitness models, and you can say, I've heard every excuse of why you can't find somebody, but you're not taking any action, and you're pointing the fingers everywhere but at yourself for not improving and not trying. It's not going to happen for you. Everything points back to you. Everything comes back. It falls on your shoulders. It's your responsibility. The only person who can fix these problems and who can improve their life, the only person who can improve your life is you. But you have to take action. It's not going to happen just sitting around and waiting. And we all know that deep down inside. I think every guy really knows that, or he should. No, but guys just, they either lie to themselves, they don't want to hear the truth, or they want to make it. Guys are just content to sit around and make excuses. That's crazy. It's crazy how they, their pride, I don't know if it's pride getting in your way or whatever, but I'm telling you, the day that you take the accountability, and it sucks, it hurts, to sit and, I'm starting to get some rain now, so if it gets loud, my apologies. But if you're sitting around making the excuses, the day that you decide to look yourself in the mirror and say, this is on you, this is your fault, this is your responsibility, is the happiest and best day of your life, especially when you look back on it in hindsight. The day that I sat there and I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, you are fat, you effed your life up, you're the cause of all your problems, the onus is on you to go out and fix it, is the day I was truly a free man. It is the day that I set myself free. No one in society can make me fat. There are factors in society that certainly do help make you fat, but there's plenty of ways to not be that way. I've lost 100 pounds. I'm evidence, walking proof that you can turn it around. And I'm still working toward what I want to be. And it's on me to get there. Every time that I make a mistake and I put something in my mouth that I shouldn't be eating, that's on me. Now, I have no one to blame but myself. And I need to remind myself that that was my fault. When I overeat, or when I'm too tired and I skip the gym that day, I don't get my steps or my swim in, whatever the case may be, that's the only person I can point to is myself. I don't care how tired I am. I need to get the work in. I don't care how hungry I was. I'm not starving to death. I get enough calories to sustain my life. I can still burn fat. That's on me. I have the power to tell people no. I have the power to tell myself no. So every time that I don't, that's my fault. Every day I sit there and I'm like, man, I'm not making the amount of money that I want to be making right now. That's just a reminder that I need to try something new. Whether that's sharpening up a skill that I already have or a new one that I need to learn, and implementing it and trying things. Whether they pan out or not, I know I'm trying. And if not, I need to pivot and I need to move on to try something else. It's on me. If there's issues going on in my relationship, or any relationship, a friendship, my marriage, some with my kids, whatever, I need to look at what that issue is and I need to know what I need to do to correct it. Now, you're not in control of other people's life and you can't make decisions for other people, but you can do your part. And when I look at those problems in my life, all roads lead back to me. That's the way I look at it. Some decision that I made somewhere, the belly fat that I still have, I've been really, really good. I've been awesome for a long time, but it all points back to a decision I made to eat something bad, like eat too much for lunch, you know what I mean? All these things all roads point back to decisions that I made, whether in the past, because whatever bad decision you're going to make today, you're going to pay for in the future. Whatever you're paying now, whatever pain you're going through now, you're paying for a sin of the past, a poor decision that you made once upon a time. So it's on you to fix it. And you have to put the work in. You have to eat less. You have to eat better, more nutritious foods. You have to implement fasting or whatever method you want to take. And there's a million of them out there. however you got to get the work in and get it done, you've got to do it. It's on you. It's on you now to correct the mistakes that you've made in the past. Whatever you got to do to make more money, to get career satisfaction. You're stuck in a job you hate. You applied for that job once upon a time. You gotta figure it out. And if you want out of it, you gotta figure out a way to get out of it and do better. I've been there. I've done that too. I remember being very excited to apply for and to interview for and to accept the job that I ended up being absolutely miserable in. I had no one to blame but myself. I was the one who wanted that job. I was jacked up for it, and it sucked. It happens. And I fought my ass off to get out of it. And I did. And, but it was on me. I put myself in this miserable ass situation. Now it was on me to get out of it. I've had friendships that have turned out to be with somebody who's a total snake. Lesson learned. That's on me for being a poor judge of character. I'll never make that mistake again. You pay the penalty, the pain penalty. You look yourself in the mirror, remind yourself where you fell short, promise yourself you'll never do it again. Learn the lesson, move on, build the system that gets you out of it. So that's all I wanted to leave you guys with today. Short one today. I just wanted you guys to know that it's okay. You're human. You've made mistakes. They've put you in a hole, put you in a bind. It's on you to get out of it. Set yourself free. Put the power in your hands. You have the power to make the mistake and screw things up. You have the power to fix it. So get out there, get it done. Hit like, hit subscribe, drop me a comment. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.